When I bought this van back in February, if you were to tell me that I'd be living in it before it was finished, totally unfinished, I'd say you were crazy. Now, I have a different thought because I'm doing just that. I'm living in my unfinished van while I build it. Let me show you a little bit more. Let's step inside, shall we? Whew, let's get some light in here, shall we? There we go. So, this is the unconverted space. Believe it or not, this is the result of a ton of work. I have never converted a van before. I've never actually built anything before. So this has taken a lot of time on top of working a full-time job and moving from place to place, which I'll get into a little bit later, and having to essentially empty the van, not having a steady workspace to work in. It just takes a lot longer to get anything done. I'm going to put my mic over here on these pumpkins. Hopefully you can still hear me while I make the bed. Charles likes to sit on the bed while I make it. Not very helpful. That's a better angle. Okay. Oh, Charles. He likes the fluffy stuff. Let's see how we can do this. Down you go. This is a full-size bed. And really, it is the biggest convenience, the biggest comfort that I have in this van so far that helps me feel like I'm living somewhat of a normal life and not a totally discombobulated life. Making a bed in a house I thought I hated. I hate making a bed in a van even more. But if I'm gonna have to make a bed, I would rather make a bed in a van than in a tiny apartment that I don't want to be in anyway. Yes, you want to come up on the bed? Here we go. Here we go. Shoo! Okay. I live in a van, but I do sleep with silk pillowcases. Game changer for your skin, game changer for your hair. Also game changer for your nervous system. Anything polyester is so bad to sleep in. Your body needs pure, non-synthetic, non-toxic things to sleep on. So yeah, like I mentioned before, this was not the plan. A little backstory on how I got here. Long story short, I knew I couldn't afford to build the van, afford this really big van payment, and also hold a rent payment at the same time. So I thought I was going to be able to stay with a friend, but that didn't work out. So here I am doing the best that I can, living in the van while I build it, which has honestly been really hard just because for the most part really is I have to have everything that I'm building in the van while I live in it. And then anytime I need to move or anytime I want to do a project, I need to unload the van or reload the van. It gets really tricky with organization. Also, if I don't have a set address to send things to, it becomes complicated because a lot of things have really long lead times. Like my water tank, I think had a 2-week long lead time. So I need to be able to plan where exactly am I going to be? Can I even fit it in the van before I have a place to put it? So that's kind of been really complicated. But on the bright side, I've gotten a lot done. So I want to show you my bed. This is a gorgeous headboard that I had envisioned from a lot of things that I pulled from Pinterest. I used curve cuts and bent wood to make this arc. I used edge banding to make it look nice and smooth on the inside. I got some fabric, non-toxic. It's not treated with anything. It's just cotton from Spoonflower, and it gives this gorgeous kind of jungle, tropical Florida vibe. I knew I wanted more whites, golds, aquas, and greens in this van, but I wanted my walls to be more of a lime wash look, as you can see here, just because I knew that in the van things are going to get dirty, and I feel like this lime wash hides maybe what would look like dirt a little bit more. If you look under here, you can see I have bed slats going across, and under that I have 3 metal rails. These are actually Scorva beams from IKEA, and they lock into these brackets here, which I have put on my side furring strips. You can see this wasn't my mistake, and I'll just leave it at that. that the side furring strip isn't long enough, so I had no choice but to mount the last bed rail down much longer. And all I did was take two, I think these are, I don't know, 2-inch wide, 3-inch wide by like a 1/2 inch wide piece of plank in order to accommodate for the difference in height of that last bed rail. So as far as eating and storing food, I have this temporary, and I say temporary just because I haven't exactly gotten to the part in the build yet where I'm going to build my cabinet for my fridge. And the only way I've really thought of building this van, the best way I know, is to kind of just build things down the line. So I started with the bed, then I'm going to be doing my bench, which is going to also hold my shower and my toilet. Next, it's going to be my stove, my sink, my fridge, essentially is one of the last things down the line. So until I kind of can see how much space I have left, I'm going to wait to get the exact fridge that I want. But for now, I have this 24 volts. It's by Vevor. I actually really love it. It doesn't barely make any noise at night at all. It'll cycle on and off. This thing will freeze ice cubes in an hour. There is definitely enough room in here in the freezer for my ice cream, which is so important to me. I can fit frozen veggies, any kind of thing like that. So I do really like this. It also has wheels on it, so it's easy to kind of drag it around if I need to. And if y'all are wondering why the fridge is empty, it's because I'm currently doing a house sit. So house sitting has been one of the saving graces for me as far as this van build. It's an opportunity for me to stay at somebody's house, watch their pets while they're away. And I also usually have access to their tools, a garage, so I can unload some stuff. It's a place where I can do laundry and kind of get a break from the difficulty of living in an empty, unfinished van on the road. And when I am in between house sits and I am either parked in a parking lot or at a campground, I love this Coleman propane stove. It's super simple. I had it in my camping days. It just uses one of those small propane tanks. And it also has grill plates. So if I want to like grill something, I can. Or if I just want to make some tea, I can just put it on these burners here. While I'm sitting here, I will draw your attention to this area here. This is going to be my way to access my electrical box once the top of the box is covered up and closed off. It's going to have like a little plexiglass door. So I'm very excited about that. As far as going to the bathroom, I have a composting toilet, which I totally love. It uses coconut coir, and you basically mix that with a little bit of water to reconstitute it, and then you do your business in the toilet. There's an aerator to kind of mix everything together in the coconut coir and allow things to compost. And then after about, I'd say 3 weeks, you empty it and it is just like dirt. There is no smell at all. And then there is a diverter. So when you're going, number one, it collects in a separate jug in the front of the toilet that you can just empty in the proper receptacles. He's frustrated, I think. What do you want? You want some food? But yeah, that is all I got for today. Leave me your thoughts, your comments, and please subscribe. It is a super help to this channel to help me continue this van build and make videos for you guys. I am really happy you're watching. I'm really happy you're here, and I will see you on the next one.